This is Genesis, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
So you know what the most dangerous weapon in the world is, right? A microphone and a camera. Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Now, you guys may recall me saying in a couple of my videos, some of the most recent videos about Teofimo, I kept telling you guys, I can't wait to find out how much Teo is going to get paid when it comes to the George Kambosos fight. Because Teo's whole argument for not fighting Devin has always been, I'm going to get paid more fighting against Kambosos. That was the whole reason he was supposed to be taking this fight. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Team Haney and DAZN, they offered Teofimo $4 million to fight Devin Haney. That's almost 4 times more than Teofimo made against Lomachenko. So when Teo said he's going to make more money against Kambosos in the States where no one knows who Kambosos is, I said, man, then he's going to have to make over $4 million, right? And remember, Teo is talking about getting this money from his promoter, Bob Arum, of all people. Bob Arum, the same person who offered Sean Porter $1 million to fight Terrence Crawford. So anyway, let me go ahead and get into this clip to put everything in perspective for you, and then I'm gonna break it down. Check it out.
You can make it happen, bro. You got your fucking connections. Make it happen.
March 2021. Can I go get you? Can I go get $4 million from DAZN?
I'll fight for 4. I told my son he can fight for
21. Stop backpedaling. Like Mark Nash said, we just made the fight happen.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna make $2 million with your son, and I'm gonna make $10 million with Kambosos or whatever the fuck his name is in Australia, guess what? What route would you take? Why would we let go of a $10 million offer to fight somebody else for $2 million? Don't make no sense. We already proved ourselves. We don't need to go backwards. Like I told everybody, we're going forward.
Since they're doing a travel ban, it kind of made it a little bit more difficult now because I think they have the travel ban in Australia now. So that was the whole purpose of it, of why we were going to fight Kambosos, was because it would be in Australia with the fans. And of course, who's going to say, who would say no to 60,000 fans in attendance? No one. So that was the whole goal for it. Now that the fact that due to COVID and everything, they have the travel ban, that kind of takes everything out the equation where we might face Devin Haney next.
Are you saying that Kambosos has a better resume than Devin and that he brings more money than Devin? Why you rate his mandatory more than you do Devin Haney's?
Better resume? Honestly, Kambosos fought his way. I don't think Devin has fought his way. But yeah, he does bring money to the table if the fight goes to Australia. Yeah, it's time where I start making more money now.
But
you know,
if
man.
it goes to Australia, if it doesn't go to Australia, he's gonna present more money than Devin Haney in the U.S.
Yeah.
Wow.
Give us 10 million. We fight Devin tomorrow.
Devin, how much?
10 million.
Okay.
You can do that?
Oh, shit.
I can do it.
Yeah?
You do?
Let's do it.
You want me allowed? That's the problem. You want me
You're
allowed?
talking to the wrong people. You can make it happen, bro. You got your fucking connections. Make it happen.
March 2021. Can I go get you? Can I go get $4 million from DAZN?
I'll fight for 4. I told my son he can fight for 4.
You know, our next guy is Haney. And if Haney if he overprices himself, then we're going to try to shoot for Garcia.
Give us 10 million. We fight Devin tomorrow.
Devin, how much?
10 million.
Okay, so there are so many great hits right there, I don't know where to start. Let's start with what Teo Sr. said. Teo Sr. said, we're trying to move forward. We're not trying to go backwards. And that statement right there brings us right into today's news. So it's just been reported, according to top-ranking Bob Arum, and it was reported on The Athletic, that Bob Arum refused to give Teofimo Lopez anything over $1.25 million. And that's the reason why the fight is going to purse bid. We alluded to this in my last video where I told you that's pretty much why they were going to purse bid, because they were at a stalemate, right? They were at odds when it came to the money. And because Teo and Bob couldn't come up with a mutual agreement, it went to purse bid. Let me go ahead and quote exactly what it says in this article. Teofimo's old minimum for a title fight defense, sources said, was $150,000. If he lost to Lomachenko, it would rise to $500,000. A win would bump it up to $1.25 million. The amount being offered for the routine title defense against Kambosos. So once again, in those clips I just played, you heard Teo Sr. say, we're trying to move forward. We're not trying to move backwards. And then Teo Jr., he says this.
It's time where I start making more money now. You know, man.
If it goes to Australia, if it doesn't go to Australia, he's going to present more money than Devin Haney in the U.S.?
Yeah.
Understand this, guys. It's not like people are setting up landmines that Teofimo doesn't see and he just keeps stepping on them and blowing his damn leg off. No, the landmines are not hidden. The landmines are in plain sight. And Teo is looking at the landmines. He's looking at the sign that says landmine, hazard, warning, be careful, stay far away. And he still walks over there and steps on every single landmine in sight. And for Teo, those landmines are microphones. So it turns out Teofimo, he is going backwards when it comes to making money in the sport of boxing. Teo knows, just like we all know, there is no way. Because understand, the reason why the fight is going to purse bid is because Teo, they think that if someone else pays for the fight, buys the fight, then he could end up getting paid more, which is a possibility. He could get paid more if, let's say, Al Heyman or DAZN picks the fight up. But I can guarantee you they're not going to pay him $4 million. They ain't going to pay him more than $4 million. They're not going to pay him anywhere close to $4 million. So even if he were to get lucky enough and go from making $1.25 million to $3 million, I don't even believe that's going to happen, but let's just say that did happen. That would still mean he turned down more money to fight Devin Haney in what would be considered a marquee fight. It would have been a unification bout, and it was an opportunity for Teofimo to really become the undisputed champion. I'm going to keep educating people that don't understand the definition of dispute, disputed, or undisputed. It simply means no one is disputing the fact that you are the unified, or not the unified, but the undisputed champion. So if I'm over here disputing it, if every boxing website is saying that Devin Haney is the only WBC champion and they don't even acknowledge Teofimo as any type of WBC champion, that means they're disputing it as well. Which by definition means that Teo is not the undisputed champion. This is the reason why when Terrence Crawford was the undisputed champion at 140, no one was disputing it. That's why he was the real undisputed champion. No one would say he's not the undisputed champion. You couldn't say so-and-so has a belt, so-and-so. You couldn't say that when Terrence Crawford was a champion because he had all of the belts. So if you look at the Devin Haney fight versus the Kambosos fight, in terms of how it would benefit Teofimo Lopez, why would anybody turn down a fight like that that would bring Teo so many accolades? Like winning the real undisputed title, a bigger payday, and all the respect you would gain from the boxing world, fighting against an elite, dangerous opponent. Why would he turn down all of that just to fight Kambosos? It's a rhetorical question. We obviously know the reason why. You know, guys, if you go back and you watch all of my Teofimo videos after he beat Loma, all of my Ryan Garcia videos after or even before he beat Luke Campbell, you guys will hear, and this is what I love about YouTube, everything that I say is documented. So I could always say, if you accuse me of anything, I could say, go back and listen to what I said. And this is exactly what my brand new media is about. Complete transparency. Nothing but the truth. You go back and you watch all of the videos I did once again about Ryan and Teo, and I kept giving both fighters the benefit of the doubt. I didn't start calling them cowards and saying that they're ducking as soon as they started to say things that didn't make sense, as soon as they started to contradict themselves, as soon as it sounded like they were hesitant to take the fight. Every single time Teo did an interview, no matter how many times he had contradicted himself previously, every time he said, we're gonna fight Devin next, we're sending out a contract to Devin Haney, every single time he said stuff like that, I got excited. And you go back and you watch those videos, you'll see in some of those videos, the title would say, great news. Teofimo, he says he's gonna fight Devin Haney next. He's sending out a contract, etc., etc., etc. And I would always tell you in my videos, I think the fight is going to happen. And I would always have people in my comment section saying, Dante, stop saying that, man. You know Teo ain't gonna fight no Devin Haney. And the same thing happened with Ryan Garcia. Every time Ryan Garcia kept saying, I'm fighting him, man, I would have people call me up, say, man, Dante, he's not gonna fight no Tank. And I'd be telling them, no, man, I think Ryan's serious. I think he really wants to get in there. I think he really wants to challenge himself, test himself, you know, and people would be telling me. People would be telling me on the phone, people would be telling me in the comment section, Ryan ain't gonna fight no Tank Davis. At least he ain't fighting him next after the Luke Campbell fight. The reason why I was so optimistic when it came to Ryan Garcia and Teofimo is because I was waiting to see when it was official. Meaning, I was waiting to see when Teofimo was going to announce his next fight. Once he announced it wasn't Devin Haney, that's when you heard me say in previous videos, damn, Teo and Ryan made me look stupid. That's what I said. I've said it in my videos multiple times. Teo and Ryan, they made me look stupid because I really believed them when they said that they were going to fight Tank Davis and Devin Haney. And now I'm hoping that Jamal Charlo doesn't make me look stupid because I said the same thing when it comes to Jamal Charlo. But that situation is a little bit different because he's going to move up in weight, or at least he's talking about moving up in weight. And because David already has a fight in March and Jamal is most likely going to fight in May or June, we're going to have to wait. Just like I had to wait to see if Lopez was going to announce Devin or if he was going to announce Kambosos, just like I had to wait to see if Ryan Garcia was going to announce the Tank Davis fight or some other fight. I have to wait, or we have to wait to see what's going to happen after David Benavidez and Jamal gets past their next fight. I've already said this and I'm going to keep saying it. The difference from Jamal Charlo and Ryan, Canelo, and Teo is Jamal, he doesn't have his hope insurance. So if he doesn't fight David Benavidez, he is going to be crucified by these same type of fans that are defending Teofimo right now. These same fans that are defending Canelo right now. But actually I misspoke because they've already started to crucify him. You've seen Jamal Charlo go at it with fans on the internet, right? When he was on his Instagram, they're already starting to do it to him. Black fans, Mexican fans, and every other fan, they're all getting at Jamal right now. But when I do this video right here, go back and read the comment section. And I want you to tell me how many Latinos you see criticizing Teofimo Lopez at all. Let's see how many of them are going to say the same things that they're now saying about Jamal Charlo. Even though, once again, Charlo's situation is different because he already is looking for a fight for May because David already has a fight. So even if they do fight, it ain't going to be till September. But if he doesn't fight him this year, then he's going to be on the same page as Teo and Ryan and Canelo. And it would only be that way because it was Jamal that called out David Benavidez first. So once again, let's see if we see that same energy by the Mexican fans and the Latino fans when it comes to this news about Teofimo turning down more money to fight Devin Haney to fight Kambosos for less. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Diki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodiki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram.